Hey everyone, it's Anson here from Weekend Garage. Today I'll be showing you guys on how to program the powered foot pedals after you've completed the retrofitting process with AlfaOBD. So after it's done, the buttons are not going to work until you do the programming, which I'll be showing you guys in today's video. This is useful so you can adjust your pedals forward or backwards. So the demo vehicle today is a 2020 Rebel, but it's going to work for many other years as well and models. So what you're going to need after you have completed installing the hardware for the adjustable foot pedals, you're going to need a bypass cable if your vehicle is 2018 plus, AlfaOBD reader. All these are available on our website, weekendgarage.com. And then we're going to show you the tutorial today on an Android device. So first off, we're going to make the connection. So in our 2018 plus vehicle, we're going to look under the driver's side knee area. We're going to look up. So as we're looking up, this is the module we're trying to pull out. There's no other ones here, so we're going to reach up, press on the quick disconnect right here. Just press down and pull out. Same for the other one. Comes out really easily. These are the two tabs. After that, we're going to grab these two connectors and plug in our cable. They only go in one way, so there's no way to mess this up. After you've made a successful connection, you should see a red light, which means the product is now powered and ready for us to connect. So if you've made the connection correctly, you should see a red light on the AlfaOBD Weekend Garage reader. We're now ready to do programming on our Android device or Windows. What you want to do next is press the start button on your truck twice. So one time puts it in accessory mode and another time puts it in run. Now that's in run, I'm going to show you guys Now that's in run, I'm going to show you guys on your phone on how to connect to it. So after you've made the hardwired connection and you see a red light on your Weekend Garage reader, what we're going to do is open our phone settings. I'm going to show my screen right here so you guys can see exactly what I'm doing live. So we're going to go on your phone settings and then Bluetooth. We're going to scroll down and you're going to hit scan if it hasn't already scanned. It's going to say available devices. We're going to click on Weekend Garage. After that, it is going to ask you for a PIN number, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you're going to hit pair. After it's successfully been paired, you're going to see it on your paired device list, which is up top. Now we are ready to open AlfaOBD. There we have it. After you have the app open, on the top left, you're going to see a Bluetooth logo. We're going to click on that. Then it's going to ask you for which device you'd like to connect to. We're going to hit Weekend Garage. It's going to show you the live status in the white bar, whether it's connecting or it's finished connecting. So now it's going to tell you it's connected to Weekend Garage. Then we're going to look for our vehicle, which is the middle left circle, Dodge Ram. Select car model. We're going to scroll down until we find Ram 1500 DT, or 25 or 35, or whichever model you're working on. Select function. I'm going to scroll down and look for a body computer right there. And then it's going to ask you to select controlled unit. You're going to select your model year. This is a 2020. You click on that. It's going to prompt you to a different page. Hit the red button, connect. Now that's connected, we are going to go to the bottom right of the screen. You're going to see a logo with the car hood open. Click on that. And it's going to ask you for select procedure to start. Click on that and we're going to scroll down until you find backup vehicle configuration. If you've never backed up or if you've never programmed your vehicle before, you want an original copy. So if you've already done this previously from our tutorials, you can skip this step. But essentially, if it's your first time, you're going to click on that and hit start. So this is going to back up your original file with no changes in case you need to restore it down the road. If you follow our tutorial step by step, you'll never need to restore it. It's when people go off changing random things and forgetting what they actually changed and they have to restore. But you'll never have to do that if you follow our tutorial step by step. So after you've done so, we are going to look for a car configuration change. After that, it's going to ask you to select option. Click on that. And on the search bar on the very top, you're going to want to type in pedal. So there are 3 different settings. The first one, I'm going to tell you guys, the adjustable pedal feature present, non-memory. If your truck does not have the 3 buttons where you can preset your saved seating position and your steering wheel position, where it's powered, where when you hold the button it'll change your steering wheel height and your seats to the correct position, we are going to select yes for this value. So on my trim there are no memory seats, so I'm going to select yes. If you have a limited or a truck with the saved seats, you're going to select no for this specific menu. After that, we're going to go on CBC config IO, connector ePin 35 adjustable pedal motor relay output present. Click on that. The value we are going to select to yes. Mine is already yes because my foot pedals came from factory powered. So after you click start, you're going to see the current status of the component go from no to yes, and it'll say procedure completed in blue. That's when you know you are ready to move on to the 3rd programming step. Memory adjustable pedals present, and click on that, and we're going to hit yes if you have the memory saved seats, which is 3 buttons on the door. If you don't have that setting, or if you don't have that option, you make sure you got to hit no. This will just adjust the pedal length or the pedal distance and all the seats and all the settings at the same time if you do have that. So we want to hit no. So after you change these 3 settings, you can click your power adjustment right away for the pedals and you should see it move. So anyways, hopefully this quick tutorial helped you guys out. Let me know if you guys got any questions or what you guys want to see in the future tutorials. Thank you for watching, everyone. Hope you have a great day and see you guys on the next one.